Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for tonight's edition of HR Mentorship Learning Series. Tonight, we'll be looking at the topic, the role of artificial intelligence in human resource management, opportunities and challenges. Our facilitator for tonight is Dr. Jatto, and I would like to briefly read his profile so that we can get to know him better. Dr. Mohammed Awal Jatto is a native of Igbira from Okene local government. Ladies and gentlemen, he had his first degree from the University of Abuja in business administration, and he also did his NYSC at Kaduna State, where he was the president of Corpus Anti-Corruption Crusade. He proceeded to Nasarawa State University, Kefi, where he obtained his Master's of Science in Business Management, and then returned back to University of Abuja for his doctoral program, his PhD in business administration, where he specialized in human resource management, electronic recruitment. He started his work experience with an NGO, with the National Democratic Institute for International Affairs. He then moved to a manufacturing company where he served as operation manager. Currently, he is a lecturer with the Federal Polytechnic Offa, where he's also currently serving as the pioneer head of department of the Human Resource Management Department. He has authored so many books and presented research articles in both national and international journals and conferences. He has also supervised research projects, thesis, and so on and so forth, and attended several CIPM workshops and conferences. He has been awarded TED Fund Research Grant and is a member and fellow of Nigerian Institute of Management, the Institute of Business Administration and Knowledge Management, respectively. He is married with children. Ladies and gentlemen, the next voice you'll be hearing is that of Dr. Hawa Jatto, as he will be speaking to us tonight, the role of artificial intelligence in human resources, opportunities, and challenges. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, Doc. Good evening, everyone. Hope I can be heard clearly.
Yes, you can.
Thank you very much. I have been introduced. I am Dr. Mohammed Awal Jatto, and this evening we are looking at very important topic, which is the role of AI in HR, opportunities and challenges. Thank you for joining this session, and we'll move ahead to the introduction. As we all know, artificial intelligence is one of the fourth industrial revolution technology that has come to stay. But the question is, are we driving this technology or we are victim of the technology? It has come to stay, and the impact of it is affecting virtually all aspects of human endeavor. In this session, we'll be looking at the meaning of artificial intelligence and AI-based HR. We'll also be looking at some codes for AI in HR. We look at the domain where HR belongs. Then the Nigerian government commitment to AI development. We'll also consider some factors for the adoption of AI in HR. We look at the impact of AI in HR, dimensions of AI in HR, case studies of mitigating the risk of artificial intelligence-based HR practices. We'll move ahead to the implication of this for theory and practices. Then we take the conclusion and question and answer. Thank you very much. Firstly, for introduction, you agree with me that artificial intelligence has evolved and it's affecting human resource management in profound ways, ranging from automating routine tasks and enhancing recruitment processes, providing data-driven insights. AI has presented wealth of experience as opportunities for HR professionals, such as streamlining operation, foster personalized employee experience, and improve employee engagement. So the aim of this session basically is to discuss the nexus between artificial intelligence and HR by navigating the inherent opportunities and challenges that will enable organizations to optimize employee and organizational level outcomes. This is important because so long as every organization seeks to be flexible and learning organization due to the dynamic environment of business, and this environment has far-reaching impact and multifaceted characteristics, there is need for the adoption of technology that will help to streamline processes and improve efficiency and effectiveness. So let's take what AI means. We have heard a lot about artificial intelligence as one of the fourth industrial revolution technology, but what it simply means is that it's a technology that is a discipline that belongs to computer science. It's a subset of computer science. And under this, we also have machine learning as a subset of artificial intelligence. We have deep learning as a subset of artificial intelligence. We also have what is called generative AI and discriminative AI as subset of deep learning. And what this means is that artificial intelligence has come to automate human resource activities. Or by automation, we mean it has come to amplify what human being can do ordinarily by themselves. So using machine learning, it will help to facilitate the processes and achieve results in an effective and efficient manner. So when we integrate this technology, these computer models to human resource, what it means is that the basic functions of human resource can now be performed by this artificial intelligence model. But I have given a name to this artificial intelligence, which is in line with what some scholars have also viewed artificial intelligence to be as narrow intelligence. Though artificial intelligence is performing wonders, but the fact is that it has not come to replace human intelligence. It has only come to augment what human beings are doing in organization. And there are very important quotes that some of us are familiar with that are relevant for this discussion. One of it is that artificial intelligence has come to augment human resource in performing routine tasks. So it then means that human resource managers or professionals, be it from academic or from the practitioners in the industry, human resource will now concentrate on strategic function, leaving routine function for this artificial intelligence. But we have to take note of what Mark Zuckerberg said, that we must treat our employee right so that they won't use our internet to search for new jobs. So it then means that the role of human resource personnel or managers is very important as human capital that must be optimized to achieve desired results. And studies have shown several improvements in achieving organizational goals, like that of Visia, when organizations invest in technology and data alone in tandem with people, 11% of the gain can be achieved. But when it is just for technology, this can reduce to just 4%. So we must invest in technology as well as human being in the organization. Just as I said earlier, this is the domain of artificial intelligence. It's a subset of computer science, and it's a discipline, and machine learning is what artificial intelligence is doing. It simply creates model that will enable this machine to learn deeply and present reports through this learning by generative AI in speeches, text, and images. And we also have this deep learning can also present reports in numbers in form of discriminative or predictive artificial intelligence. So Nigeria as a country has keyed into this development of artificial intelligence through several initiatives. And this has enabled the country to create a framework, a governance framework, ethical commitment, and continuous monitoring of these technology that has evolved. Then let's not waste time on this particular discourse. We can simply see all Nigeria's commitment in the recent artificial intelligence strategic framework that the government of Nigeria has developed in last month, just August 2024, and Nigeria has joined several other countries to ensure that AI is developed and is secured for use that is devoid of several ethical and legal issues. So AI should be adopted in organization and is being adopted already. But there are factors that must be considered by any organization that seeks to adopt this artificial intelligence, one of which is to know the objective. The organization must determine why the adoption of this artificial intelligence. Is it for recruitment? Is it for selection? Is it for placement? Is it for screening, sourcing candidate or applicant? Is it for performance management? The objective must be determined. Secondly, every organization must evaluate how this AI will impact the jobs. What kind of impact will it make? That is, we must compare how the organization was before and after the adoption of the technology, or what it will be. They also need to understand that there is need to carry all the employees along in the adoption of this technology. Organization must as well future-proof the workforce to know the kind of skill that will be needed when this technology is adopted. There is also need to identify the resource-intensive process of this technology. Then there is also need for organization to work with legal experts so that technology will not violate the legal requirements that is needed in the organization. Constant research is another factor that must be considered before the adoption of AI in any aspect of human resource management function. Then few other considerations are, one, the ease of use of the technology must be considered. Then the automation potential and the scale must also be considered. We also need to consider the price and the value, the human effort required, then the customization of any form of artificial intelligence tool must also be considered. Then conversational feature and integration with HR software. All these are the basic factors that must be considered before the adoption of artificial intelligence in our daily activities or routine activities. And the impact of artificial intelligence in HR is enormous. It is enormous. One of which is that it helps to streamline talent acquisition process, starting from the workforce planning to the recruitment, to selection, to the placement, that is aligning the specification with job description. All of these are very important impact that AI has made in HR. Then in every organization, the training efficiency and effectiveness, there are a lot of chatbots that can enhance training efficiency, that is minimizing the cost of the training and as well enable the organization to achieve the objective of any training. AI has also amplified this objective. AI has also ensured that there is personalized learning and development. By the adoption of artificial intelligence, organizations can identify individual employee learning or skill gap, and they are trained in such a skill that will enhance their performance. Artificial intelligence has also ensured that employees are engaged and retained. Every organization employ people to ensure that they are retained, and any employee engagement implies that employees are psychologically, cognitively, physically attached and emotionally attached to the job they are performing. So if a technology has come to amplify this function and enable organization to do this, then it's a worthy technology that every organization should invest in. Then it has also reduced bias in talent profiling. Every employee in organization need one skill or the other. And for organization to bring in an engaged employee, it starts from the recruitment stage. So sometimes it has been argued that monetary values of what we call compensation cannot in the long run motivate employees to get engaged to the job. For example, learning. For example, some of us, we embark on certain learning exercises, not because of the motivation we get, but because we desire it. It's just an intrinsic factor that has connect us because we are cognitively connected to the job. So we embark on several learning activities to boost our potential capacity, skills, and knowledge that will enable us contribute significantly to our organization. AI, as we said earlier, has also augment HR on routine tasks, leaving strategic tasks for human resource personnel to handle. Now, there is a dichotomy or question that I know that crop up in our mind several times, that this technology, AI, artificial intelligence, has it come to displace us or it has come to create more job for us? And it will interest you to know that the researchers have shown that AI has come to create more job, that what we need as employee is to upskill ourselves, to reskill and upskill ourselves so that we have the required skill that AI creates and will enable us to work in line with these skills and contribute significantly to our organization. One of such findings is from the World Economic Forum in 2023, and it has said that artificial intelligence has contributed 45% in creating jobs in several industries, while it will displace 23% of the findings also asserted that AI is going to displace jobs. But what we are saying is that what is expected of every employee is to ensure that you upskill yourself and acquire the needed knowledge and competence. Several issues are being discussed about artificial intelligence in HR, but basically now, as at today, the issues that are being discussed on this AI in HR, that is how artificial intelligence technology is being applied to human resource, are basically in 4 areas. One of which is on the functions, that is the function of human resource that we are familiar with. Secondly, is to determine the interplay of these human and AI technologies at workplace. And thirdly, it's also necessary to emphasize that the discussion on AI-based HR, that is the impact of artificial intelligence at individual level, business level, and the system level, are also being discussed and worked on. And there is also issue of legal and ethical and legal challenges of this artificial intelligence in human resource. So it's also an issue that is being that in the front burner being discussed about today's topic. So on the first one is on the human resource function. And basically there are AI tools that are being used to enhance or amplify talent acquisition and onboarding, compensation optimization and talent retention, career development, employee engagement, and performance management. AI has also enabled us to predict issues around these HR functions and to manage sentiment analysis in HR engagement in organization. Basically on the HR, on talent acquisition and onboarding, or training the employee to get them acclimatized with the organization. Now, you agree with me that workforce is about getting the quantity and the quality of people, workforce planning, getting the quality and quantity of people needed to perform tasks at the right time in every organization. And one of the artificial intelligence tools that has been used to do this significant job is what is called HireVue. HireVue is something that is a technology that practically you can check it online. You see it, how it's being used, but the challenge there is that the price is on request. As we said earlier, the price and the value of this technology tool is something that must be considered before getting them. So it's specifically workforce planning uses this HireVue to determine the workforce needed in organization by identifying the skill gap in the organization. Another technology that is very important is what is called the Paradox Artificial Intelligence Chatbot and Olivia. These are tools, AI tools, that are used for candidate sourcing and resume screening. As you all know, resume screening is an exercise in HR that takes time, consumes time, and also takes a kind of has a huge cost implication. And by the adoption of this Paradox AI chatbots and Olivia, it has helped to streamline this exercise and make it more, make this exercise more effective. And the study by Unilever also has shown that 250,000 applications were screened just in a single year. So the benefit of this technology, that is both the Havo and Paradox AI chatbot and Olivia, is the time efficiency, accuracy, and broader reach. Another exercise in talent acquisition is scheduling interview, and we also have this Paradox AI performing this same function. And also Paradox AI can assist onboarding, that is getting employee familiar with the job, because it creates personalized learning and onboarding journey for each new hire. So instead of one size fits all approach, this learning management system like this Olivia has assisted several organizations, mostly in advanced country anyway, to create personalized onboarding, faster integration of this new employee to organization, and as well identify skill gap for continuous learning and development. Compensation optimization and talent retention is another aspect of the human resource function that artificial intelligence has impact on significantly in areas like salary benchmarking and benefit personalization. Benefit personalization and salary benchmarking has also been amplified by this technology. And technologies such as advanced analytics, Anaplan, and Workday adaptive planning tools have also been used to simulate this function. And the benefit is very enormous. It has helped to encourage and more attract talent in organization, and ensures that we have personalized benefit-based satisfaction and cost efficiency. Now, career development and employee engagement, as we all know, that every organization, as we said earlier, that is a learning and flexible organization must ensure that there is the need that the employees' knowledge are being managed. It's not enough for them to train their employees or to identify skill gap and just train. There is need to manage this training and make sure that this training transit to move this employee to enable them determine their future, that is, enable these employees to identify what skills are needed in the future and how these skills are acquired and how their present skills are being applied continuously to solve organizational problems. And this will enable their career to be developed. And by this, once this enabling environment is created, it will automatically lead to employee engagement, because employee engagement simply means when employees are engaged, the implication is that the employees are ready to stay, and to strive in organization and contribute significantly to the organization success. And tools such as LinkedIn Learning have also is doing wonder in this aspect of HR function. And very important artificial intelligence tool that is performing wonders in this aspect of employee engagement is WorkAtIV. WorkAtIV is online. We can check it. The beauty of this AI tool is that it's fit into human resource management brand, such as Bumble HR and Slack. And this helps to get feedback from employees and analyze their sentiment that will ensure that the employees are engaged. And organizations such as IBM found that AI-powered HR processes can resolve up to 80% of routine customer queries and improve employee engagement. And other findings have also shown that this technology is competent enough, is capable enough to boost employee engagement and ensure career development. Performance management is another aspect of HR that artificial intelligence has impacted significantly. Tools such as Expressive Barrister is another AI tool that has impacted performance management. We know what performance management simply means. It simply means aligning employees' activities with outputs in organization, where an output with organizational goals. And there are three key things in performance management. One, setting expectation, monitoring progress, and providing feedback. When we do this, it will ensure that every stage is a value addition to the employees, every stage they pass through. So if you perform a certain activity, the performance management requires that before going to another activity or another stage of activity in the organization, there should be a value addition. And this is achieved through performance management. So how do we manage the performance of our employee? That we obviously show that there is a continuous value addition in the activity they are performing, so that these employees will not just be stagnant, and it will lead to job dissatisfaction and possibly make them to look elsewhere from their current organization. So, and not only Expressive Barrister that has this capacity, another technology, AI technology that is performing wonder is browsing, quick chat, and frequently asked question, CoinSage. These are tools that are being used presently, and they are doing wonderfully well in ensuring efficiency and effectiveness in our human resource management functions. We have predictive analytics and sentiment analysis tools that are being used in HR, such as machine learning algorithm. They are there, and data mining tools are also there, and they are being applied to turnover prediction, which is a very important aspect of HR. And also we have in the area of the applications, they have been applied, just as I said earlier, to employee feedback analysis. You know, feedback is very key, especially in performance management. And these technologies have assisted to boost this performance management and ensure that organizations that adopt this are making significant progress in not just their HR, but every other aspect, like the operations management, the finance, and the rest of them. And you know, one beauty about this HR, it is the driver of every aspect of organization. It is the natural, and without it, as we said earlier, there is no way an organization can prosper. So this discussion is all encompassing, because it's about all aspects of organization. As HR drives the other aspect, technology is also amplifying the HR function, thereby making these organizations to perform wonders. There are a lot of things that AI in HR has brought to bear. Number one is digitalized co-worker assistance has come to stay. That is, HR collaborating with artificial intelligence has come to stay. And what we are saying this evening is that the organization must ensure that they key into this technology and ensure that they are being used. One of the technology tool is the natural language processing technology, machine learning, generative AI, as a chatbot such as ChatGPT that we know is doing wonder in HR function. Gemini, SlideGo is also another AI tool and virtual assistant, deep learning, automated softwares are being used to collaborate with human in organization to perform the needed function. And there is also this thesis of gradual job displacement or replacement that we said earlier. But in this slide, what we are saying is artificial intelligence has not come to replace human intelligence. No, as a matter of fact, it is a narrow intelligence. Why is a narrow intelligence is that it can never equate human intelligence. It can never equate human intelligence, but is amplifying. That is what will take you many years to do. It can do it within a second. That is what it has come to do. So our strategic response to this is to ensure that we upskill, reskill, and have critical thinking and embracing changes and adapt this technology to our workforce so that we have agile employees that will perform significantly in this aspect. Another part is that has come to stay is that artificial intelligence has come to reinventing and reimaging self for better alignment. What it means is that we must have career resilience now as employee, career resilience, and increase our job satisfaction through this adoption of artificial intelligence. Our social exchange or social interaction has also been mediated by artificial intelligence through enhanced virtual communication and collaborative. So it means that our interaction, though face-to-face interaction has reduced by the adoption of artificial intelligence, but it has come to mediate it, to make it better, because we have been able to generate ideas, we have been able to generate skill that will enhance our whole relationship in organization and outside our organization. And this AI has impact at individual level, business level, as well as the system level. The first impact that we are looking at this evening is at the individual level. As we said earlier, AI, artificial intelligence tools, we have mentioned some of them. One of the impact it has played is on the personalized growth, because it has helped to identify the particular skill gap in every employee. And this skill gap can be filled or narrowed by adopting artificial intelligence to providing the necessary skill recommendation. So, and better matching for job engagement is another one. So what we are saying is this artificial intelligence can help to describe the job and align it with the specification from our job analysis, and this will help to provide a suitable employees in any organization. Objective performance assessment through feedback is also another individual level achievement that AI has brought to bear. Then challenges in this is that we have data privacy concern, and that is why we said earlier that there is need for any organization that adopt AI in HR and other aspects to ensure that the functions are being performed with the involvement of legal experts that will guide this job engagement using artificial intelligence. There is also need to ensure that a challenge of surveillance and data misuse are also narrowed. Then reduced colleague interaction, I said earlier, is another challenge at individual level. Fear of job displacement is another challenge that we need to handle while we adopt this AI to our HR. And secondly is at business level. What has AI done to the business level? Apart from individual employee, one, it has increased efficiency through process automation. As we all know, our processes are now being streamlined, thereby ensuring effectiveness and efficiency. Data-driven decisions on hiring and talent management and resource allocation has also been enhanced by artificial intelligence. Employee retention through feedback and behavioral analysis is also one aspect that artificial intelligence has come to amplify. And these opportunities are not without their challenges as well at business level. One of which it is the high cost implication that this artificial intelligence has come. Some of the technologies we mentioned earlier, like the Paradox AI, they are available on request. That is, the prices are available on request. Their values are significant. They have helped to screen a resume, they've assisted in onboarding, offboarding, and a lot of HR activities. But significantly, these technologies are not without high cost implication. So that is why we said in one of the considerations before the adoption of artificial intelligence, the HR, there is need for us to know our strengths and weaknesses, as well as the cost implication. Technology dependence and fear of system failure is another challenge that we need to deal with. Then resistance to change and employee and management friction. Sometimes when employees are not carried along in the adoption of these employees because of their exposure to this, because of the fear of their data being exposed, there is likely to be a kind of friction between employees and management while the management is trying to adopt this technology in organization. Then at system level, it accepts to upscale. There is also improvement in improvement in the outcomes at system level, but data security risk is also a concern. Bias in AI algorithm, and this alone made Nigeria to sign. Nigeria belong to 28 other countries that have signed agreement to ensure that United States coalition on the design of bias-free AI technologies are developed, from their design. That is, designing AI technologies are free of all these biases. So that is why we said earlier that Nigeria as a country is also making a giant effort in doing this. And that is why I also encourage us to go online, download the Nigeria Artificial Intelligence strategy that was put together just last month. And let's look, you'll see some of these Nigeria efforts in the document. So the ethical and legal consideration, as I said earlier, is a factor that is very important in artificial intelligence, and one of which is trust in artificial intelligence. Employees are very skeptical. You agree with me? Fear and accuracy of AI-driven decision is also there. Discrimination, transparency issue. So issues that need to be handled by any organization. Legal and ethical compliance is also another issue that every organization must deal with. Then adopting responsible innovation. We said that every innovation is driven by the intellect. That is, every technology in organization, technological innovation is driven by employees, talent. It is talent that drives it. So when we are adopting this technology, we must make sure that this root, that is the basis, the genesis of this technology, which is the employee who possess this talent, are given important consideration to develop responsible artificial intelligence. So then navigating this, how do we navigate this challenge? Please, can somebody confirm that we are still together? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. We are together, sir.
Thank you. One of the ways of navigating these hurdles of artificial intelligence in HR is investing in transparent and ethical AI practice. Investing in it. We said it is capital intensive, and any organization that is investing in artificial intelligence will make sure that such investment is on a transparent and ethical artificial intelligence. There is need to conduct regular audit using bias detection algorithm is also very important. Adopting AI, is not just enough. There is need to follow it up to make sure that at every interval, especially before it's adopted before it is used for any of the HR activities, it is, reviewed regularly, it is audited so that we don't get biased, we don't get, diluted or unwanted data or, that will give us false decision. So implementing comprehensive data protection, privacy measures is also another ways of navigating this hurdle. Then we also need to provide ongoing education for HR team. Every HR team member must be involved. Every stakeholder must be involved in this. Is also one of the ways of navigating through the hurdles. There's ensuring human complement AI. Just like me, when I was appointed as pioneer HOD of my department, there are several issues. There are several worries I had in mind, several worries, because it's a new department and there are, I need to develop the strategic foundation of such department. So what I did was, though I am familiar with some of these AI tools, but I was not confident adopting AI tools to, doing some of these things. The chatbots are there for me. But after using them to, come up with some of the ideas, I subjected these ideas, my vision, mission, my strategic intent generally, my objectives, my policies on every aspect of my deliveries, all of these, I subjected these ideas to further human assessment. So some of my bosses, because I believe so much in mentorship, because I believe that I believe on the saying that experience is the best teacher. So I subjected these ideas I got from AI tools to to my colleagues. Some of them are professors, some of them are doctors, universities, to further review this and come up with issues around the peculiar cases I'm going to use these ideas. So then also there is need to pilot this program and stakeholder involvement. As I said earlier, when we are adopting HR for recruitment, for example, we don't just start adopting it at every recruitment. Recruitment, I do is not something we do frequently, like every year. It depends on the organization anyway. But what we are saying is that there is need to pilot. There is need to have small sample, you understand, on this. Either we are using it for engagement, we are using it for recruitment, screening and everything. We need to pilot. You don't have like 100 applicants and you just subject all the applicants, to this technology for screening. No, there is need for us to pilot. For example, out of 100, you can take 20 and see the outcome and check if they align with our expectations or not before we can, upscale it. Then adopting regular feedback and improvement technique is another aspect, or it's another way of navigating through this hurdle. Then there are cases and of this, how AI has been mitigated, the risk of AI has been mitigated. One of the cases is from IBM, implemented an artificial intelligence ethics board to oversee responsible use of these across business functions. So then another case study is the Amazon. Amazon adjusted its AI recruitment tool after discovering it was biased and the sentiment was gender-based. Unilever also is a case, So on resume screening, and they rely on both artificial intelligence and human intelligence to ensure that the screening of the resume is effective and efficient. So over the year, what we have discovered is, before now, up to today, is that there is collaboration between artificial intelligence and human intelligence. So, and this is what we expect in the nearest future. AI will never replace HR. This is our position. Then future of AI in HRM, AI-powered chatbots. We have given several examples of these chatbots. We have given their aspect of predictive. We have some that aspect of predictive or discriminative. Some are parts of generative AIs. We have given several examples of them. So AI-powered chatbot will continue to help employees to resolve issues and answer questions. issues on the employee recruitment, selection, placement, and the rest of them. Predictive analytics will be used to forecast employee turnover and make it easier for HR practitioner to conduct a retention effort. It's also very, then AI will continue to identify skill gap and analysis in sophisticated ways. We know that AI will continue to do this in future. Then HR-based area theory. I'm from academics, from education. So I am very passionate about this aspect on what should be done about theories on artificial intelligence and HR, and one of which is transforming HR practices, automation and efficiency. There is need to develop more theories on this aspect, or in this aspect, sorry. There is also need to come up with issues, papers on how AI can or has amplified data-driven decision-making and predictive analytics. Reimaging HR theory, there's also need to come up with, we have several existing theories, but theories on the behavioral and organization dynamics of HR also need. And just as we said earlier, ethical and legal consideration, how it influences the adoption of this AI should also come to the front burner in our discussion. Then, as well as challenges and opportunities, skill gap and training impact on the workforce dynamics. These are areas that there is need to develop more theories and training should take care of. Then, after this is the conclusion. What is my conclusion? Ladies and gentlemen, our professionals, my bosses, I will conclude this session by saying that artificial intelligence is revolutionizing human resource field and is presenting exciting opportunities to improve efficiency, customize employee experience, and make data-driven decisions. By ethically and responsibly understanding this artificial intelligence, HR professionals can build a more effective, efficient, and resilient workforce for the future. As technology advances, artificial intelligence role in HR has become or will become increasingly significant, influencing the future of work in many ways that are yet to be realized. Thank you. I appreciate everyone, especially our able doctor, for giving me this opportunity. And I thank you all who have find out time to join this session. My heartfelt thanks for this invaluable opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jatto. This has been a very excellent presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show some appreciation to our facilitator, our capable, able facilitator for tonight. If we have questions, contributions, or comments, please, we would like to take them quickly. We still have some time on our hand. If you raise your hands, we'll unmute you so that you can ask your questions or make your contributions. If you also prefer to drop your questions in writing in the chat box, I'm checking through right now, and we're very eager to read your questions, comments, or contributions, as the case may be. If you also want to perhaps share your experience on the use of artificial intelligence, positive, negative, mixed feeling, whatever they have, we'll be excited to hear your view and your opinion. I can see already in the chat box quite a number of people showing their appreciation to you, Dr. Jatto. I can see. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep our thoughts and opinions coming in. All right, please, if you'd like to talk, I think, I see Afolabi Muftau. That will be our first speaker for today. Afolabi Muftau, you have the floor, please. You can unmute.
All right, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Thank you for chiming in.
Okay, Good evening. I want to sincerely thank Dr. Jato for the brilliant presentation. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I just wanted to shed more light on the one aspect. I just want to know how can a researcher measure the successes and accuracy of AI model?
Can a researcher measure the success and accuracy of AI model?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I see Afis Fatai Oladimeji's hand up. Afis, you can please go ahead with your contribution, please. You can unmute, please. Afis, please, you are able to unmute and share your thoughts. Okay, while we're waiting for Afis, maybe he's shy. You may want to respond to Muftao's question, sir. Over to you, Doc.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Can you hear me, Mr.
I can hear you, sir. I'm with you, sir. I can hear you.
I'm
your
yes,
control,
I can hear you clearly. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Adeosun, our mentor. The question, I appreciate you, sir, for asking the question. And the question is very germane because, as I said earlier, the adoption of artificial intelligence to any aspect of human resource function is to achieve a particular goal and objective. And the measurement of this, which we call control and management, is to ensure that the outcome or the result of this adoption achieve the desired objective. So the first thing in measuring how effective or how successful is this adoption is to first know if the outcome aligns with the desired goal or predetermined objective. Let me take you back to our management. In management planning, we said our planning entails three things: scanning environment, determine objective, and the courses of action to achieve this objective. So in doing this, this also applies to artificial intelligence. When we are adopting artificial intelligence to any function, there is need for us to determine this objective first. After the outcome or after the result is achieved, then we measure this, if it actually achieved the predetermined objective set or not. That is when we can know that it's effective or is efficient. For example, if you are using any chat GPT, and you are asking questions, this question, once the output comes out, you are giving the leverage. The AI will give you the leverage to ask for that clarification. You continue to improve on this. You continue to ask and modify this question until the desired result is achieved. Are you with me? If you don't get this, you can ask for that, for modification and clarification. So by this continuous improvement, by this continuous modification of the question, that is why we said there is need for auditing. If we don't have it done in the first instance, we have this opportunity or the chance to modify our result, and we get it done, get our result achieved eventually. I don't know if that answered the question.
Thank you so much. Doctor. We have another question here. Would you say IPIS, the payroll software using by government, are you aware if it has any AI functionality?
Thank you very much. There is need for every organization to have what we call HR dashboard. HR dashboard can be a generic HR dashboard or a customized HR dashboard. And the difference between this HR dashboard and HR result, just as we used to see in our Nigeria Stock Exchange, we see stock prices, fluctuating, you understand? It will give us what is called the real-time data. So it's expected that every organization will have this. If the organization has this, or if the government has this, what the advantage it gives the government is that it will also always help to give the real-time performance management appraisal that will be used to determine the pay or compensation of employees. But most times, or from my experience and little knowledge, I think the government has not adopted this artificial intelligence. They may have what is called a dashboard, you understand, reviewing it. That is the extent that the government can go for now, especially in public sector government. Some of our private sectors can have this, but I'm sorry to say, I don't know if our government has, I don't have that knowledge that the government has, AI tool or AI, what is it called? AI facilities in the payroll or what's a payment scale. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. We have one question here from Joy, and she says, should we be scared that AI will soon take over our roles because it is beginning to do a lot and can streamline 4 roles into one? Can it be avoided? What do you have to say to this, sir?
That AI should not be avoided. I started my session by saying that we can either be the driver or a victim of this artificial intelligence. And this take what from my Dr. Adeosun, I took it, I stole it from him because while he was presenting the impact of AI in personalized learning, he was emphasizing on that. So my sister, there is no way artificial intelligence will come to replace human intelligence completely. It has come to amplify, it has come to augment it. That is the level it has go. But I said earlier that what is expected of us while this AI is being used is to upskill ourselves, is to upskill our knowledge, to reskill and upskill, which is a frequent frequent requirement for every engaged employee. Engaged employee. By engaged, I mean employee who is above satisfied employee, who is above a motivated employee, who is above what is it called? Satisfied, motivated, and committed. An engaged employee is an employee who is ready to stay in the organization. So if you are ready to stay, and AI is being adopted, your chance is that you must upskill. You must upskill. And fundamentally, I want us to take note. That is why I cited my example earlier, that AI can only give me feedback or answers based on the question I ask AI. If we have I have 5 bosses in my organization, AI, the response AI will give me is the question that I'm asking AI personally. Now, if this question, I am very somehow, if this question is given to other bosses in the same organization who are more experienced, they are likely to ask this same question in different ways because of their experience. And by that, it means that AI can only give what it's trained to give. And that is why I said we have to upskill. AI is a discipline. Machine learning is what the models only create. AI only creates models for this machine learning, and this machine learning will use computer, smart ways to come up with what is it called? Neuroscience, that is human intelligence as deep learning. And it is this deep learning that will give us generative AI or predictive and discriminative AI. So the answer to your question is, let's not be scared. As AI, as one of the researchers I mentioned has asserted that AI will create more jobs, it will also displace. So if you want to key into the job that AI is going to create, what we need is to upskill. If we remain redundant and we don't improve our skills, there is likelihood that AI will displace us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jatto. I think this is a very convenient place to land this conversation. We cannot remain stagnant and not be afraid of AI. However, if we continue to upskill, if continue to improve our game, enhance our capabilities and competence, we will be the one dictating and leveraging on AI. I would like to read just one more comment here. And that comment is from Dr. Ajao Abdulaziz. He says, great job, Dr. Jato. Your presentation was thoroughly enjoyable and informative. And on this high note, I'd like to sincerely appreciate you again for stepping up to taking this session. This has been phenomenal, very great, very insightful. We look forward to having you again very shortly on any other HR topic of your choice. I even have a suggestion for you already. Maybe we'll discuss some key HR theories, that practitioners can use today in the light of the recent developments. Ladies and gentlemen,
the beauty of academics, yes. You bring in problems to academics, we provide solutions, yes.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a beautiful night. Please, let's enjoy the rest of what is left of it. And please, let's remain active and productive as we resume work tomorrow. Good night, everyone. I'll just unmute all of us so that via voice, we can appreciate Dr. Jato so that I can hear our voice. We can unmute now and say thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jato.
Thank you, Doctor.
God bless you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you, Dr. Jato. Good night.
Thank you, Dr. Jato. Thank you very much.
Grateful. Really appreciate